I have been talking out about the against the extremes on both sides for years. The extreme right and the extreme left are both extreme. They're both a problem, and I speak out against both of them all the time. And this video is going to be about the left rather than the right, but I'm going to show you a video of a mutual of mine on social media, and he is 100% correct in his assessment of what's going on with the far left in the United States of America. I know that the far left doesn't want to hear it, but listen, there's a reason why you're both labeled extreme. The extreme right and the extreme left are both too fucking extreme.
So the far left is trying to cancel Stephen King over some silly dad joke that he told. It's not a great joke. It's something like, why did Trump cross the road to see the Haitians eating the pets? You know, the joke is obviously meant to mock Trump's insane comments during the election that Haitians were eating pets. You know, Stephen King has hated Donald Trump for a decade plus. And to think that all of a sudden he's some evil racist that's on Trump's side or just an evil racist is ridiculous. You know, the people that are outraged by this are the same people who refused to vote for Biden and then Kamala over Gaza, you know, thus dooming the Palestinians to a worse fate than we could ever even imagine. You know, like Trump wants to turn Gaza into a resort. Netanyahu's saying he's never going to let the Palestinians back. They're just going to take it over. So congratulations, all you people drunk on your own self-righteousness who doomed the Palestinians to this horrifying fate. The Palestinians who you cared about more than your entire country, everyone you know in this country. So you screwed everyone. And they're completely unapologetic about it. Like, they don't care. They still think they're right. They're worse than MAGA. They're worse than MAGA. The left is supposed to be the smart side, right? I know they have empathy because they care about the Palestinians, but yet they did the wrong thing and they won't fess up to it. The far left has done nothing but hold our country back for what, 30 years? By not voting for Gore, by not voting for Hillary, by not voting for Kamala. No one's good enough. No one can pass your purity test, right? And now look, you just handed America on a silver platter to a bunch of far-right fascists that are going to make our country completely unrecognizable. So, way to go, you guys. You know, I used to consider myself a leftist, but now I think you guys are embarrassing. I guess I'm a centrist Democrat now. I used to rail against centrist Democrats, but now I guess I am one because the far left, you guys are a bunch of performative clowns.
He's right. He's right. You guys couldn't bring yourself to vote for, and this is the progression of the far left here over the course of the last several election cycles, right? You guys couldn't bring yourself to vote for Al Gore. And so by doing so, by protesting Al Gore, you allowed Bush W to get in. In doing so, what you did was you unleashed the Bush tax cuts, the Iraq war, and the Afghanistan war. That's what the far left caused in this country by protesting Al Gore. Then, fast forward to 2016. You guys protested Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump gets in. So what's the result of that? 3 lifetime Supreme Court justices that made the difference in overturning Roe v. Wade. We have a lifetime 6-3 conservative Supreme Court because of that move. And Roe v. Wade is a thing of the past. Then you couldn't bring yourself to vote for Kamala Harris. Now what do we have? Now we have Project 2025 being initiated, enacted all across our federal government. We're going to see our federal government stripped down to a size that's going to take years to put back together. We're going to see massive tax breaks given to the richest people in this country. We're going to see more rights be gone after. We're already seeing the deputization of unmarked, unidentified, and masked individuals nabbing people off the fucking streets. That's the progression. That's what the far left has given us in my lifetime. They've given us the Iraq war, the Afghanistan war, the Bush tax cuts, the overturning of Roe v. Wade, the 6-3 conservative Supreme Court, and now the enactment of Project 2025 in real time. Absolutely. Sorry, there was a vacuum being started somewhere else in the house. Yeah, that's absolutely what they've given us. And they won't own any of it. They will not own the fact that because they couldn't find a candidate that they agreed 100% with, They protested in so many elections and gave us so many further and further and further right-wing candidates that now we are in a full-blown fascist nation. People are literally being snatched off the streets. We're talking about the suspension of habeas corpus. We're looking at military parades down the street in honor of the dear leader. We are in a full-blown fascist nation because the far left can't get every fucking thing on their wish list.